Okay.
Vibe check.
One more time. Vibe check. Ready? Vibe check. Vibe check. Okay. Welcome back, you guys, to another episode of BUGA Meets. I know I'm not usually who's on this side asking the questions, but, it's time to pass the torch. So today I am here with the Michael Howard.
Ooh, the is crazy. I like that, though. I like that.
So, Mike, just introduce yourself. What's your major, year, and hometown?
Yeah, so my name is Michael Howard. My major is Management Information Systems, and I'm a graduating senior from Douglasville, Georgia.
Big Douglasville.
Big deal.
How has your year been so far?
It's been crazy. For sure. A bunch of ups and downs. A lot of ups, though. Mainly ups. BUGA Meets, BAC. Just doing things in the community. Becoming an alpha. Just a lot of great things happening.
That's good. Like you said, I know you're super involved. Arch, BAC, becoming an alpha. What is your role in each of these organizations?
Yeah, so for the Black Affairs Council, I am the I was the social justice chair. So just hosting 2 events surrounding social justice and doing BUGA Meets and BUGA Bulletin. And also in our side, I was official guild ambassador to the university. So just serving on assignments mainly with administration, president, and also giving tours to guests of the university. And then being a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, that's just putting on events and programs for our chapter and for our school, and just being a role model in the community.
Definitely. What has been the most fun and exciting thing since crossing?
Ooh, the most fun. The most fun is probably like fresh out. That's when I kind of got to actually communicate. Well, I was you can't really talk to a lot of people. So when I first got that opportunity to do that, it was very fun to be oh, that's where you been, da da da, and to be able to talk as an alpha and do things that I wasn't able to do before. So that was really fun. And then also just when we showed that pink ice. That was pretty fun because that's our first time kind of doing it in public. So people can be oh, look at y'all then, look at the alpha. So
y'all been in the lab.
Cool. I've been in the lab.
How would you say your relationship is with your line brother since you're the oldest?
Yeah, it's kind of weird at first because I'm the youngest in my family, my immediate family. So I'm the youngest kid by about 5 years too. So I'm pretty young. And coming in, with my line brothers, I'm the oldest. So it's definitely a weird dynamic. I was talking about this the other day to one of my LBs, Chris, and I'm bro, I'm actually giving you wisdom, which is so weird. And usually it's the other way around type stuff, but now I'm the kind of one that's telling what class to take or how it's kind of going up into these, these upperclassmen years of being a junior and a senior. So just helping them out and, giving them the best advice that I can.
Definitely. That's so good. On the topic of BAC as well, what made you join BAC and how did your involvement take place?
Yeah, so made me join BAC is actually Kaylee Belcher. I've known her for about 13 years, great person. I remember, it was in a sophomore year. I didn't really do a lot. I wasn't really involved. I wasn't really, wanting to do anything either. But, she just hit me up. She said, hey, Mike, I think you'd be really good for this position. It's a new position. So just to I think you should apply. So I was like, you know what, Kaylee, I'll do it. I'll do it. And, being able to, get my feet wet in that really inspired me to do so much more things, being part of a group that really is more than just an e-board, but a family. It made me want to do more for the university, do more for BUGA, just do more for myself. Definitely. So shout out to Kaylee. You're a GOAT for that.
No, we love Kaylee. Are you ready for graduation? What are your plans after college?
Yeah. So, ready for graduation, yes and no. You work your whole college, life to, graduate. The point is to graduate. But, for it to be, the third, to be 7 days away is kind of scary. To know wow, this is actually the end type stuff.
You're not coming back next semester.
I'm not coming back next semester. There is no welcome back. It's over. So that's kind of scary. But also I worked so hard for this. I worked so hard these last 4 years for everything that I've wanted for this moment. So it's definitely worth it. And then my plans out to college. So I'll be working for Cognizant in Midtown Atlanta as a business analyst, part of their coin program. really cool program, leadership and development. You know, in 2 or 3 years, I'll be a senior consultant. So, you know, I'll be making big money then.
Big money, Mike. Don't
so
play.
I'll be doing that. And then also just, you know, still being involved in my community, joining a chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated over there. And also just doing some hobbies. I mean, you know, college takes up a lot of your time, but once you only have a 9 to 5 or just a job, you know, there's a lot of time outside of that. So picking up some hobbies. I want to learn how to play the piano.
Okay.
You know, I want to
Don't play.
A little Luther Vandross. And then
that'll be fun.
And then also I want to coach a soccer team. It makes me feel old, but like just, you know, being involved with some kids and helping them, you know, find their way. Yeah. Anything like that.
That's really cool. And you played soccer?
Yeah, so I played soccer for 14 years, all the way up to about I was 18. Pretty good soccer player, but, you know, wasn't good enough to, like, you know, get crazy D1 offers, you know. I'd rather choose Georgia than choose, like, some D2 school.
Oh, that's valid. Yeah. Just needed a little bit more practice.
A little bit more.
Could
have been messy for real.
Oh, that's not right. Sure. Right. Shoot for the stars. I know you're a transfer student, so like, how was that journey? And like, are you glad with your decision and coming to UGA? Like, how did that come about?
Yeah, so being a transfer student, it's hard coming in, especially when I came in during COVID. You know, there wasn't a lot. There was stuff opening up, but at the same time, there wasn't a lot of opportunity for me, or at least it wasn't geared for me. You know, I just came in just like, oh, you're a student here, like figure it out. You know, like there was no days for me. There wasn't really like any org or like anything from Georgia that really helped me out. So I really had to like, you know, find my own way. But I don't regret like transferring at all because, you know, I did so many great things here. Yeah. And you know, I experienced so much from being a transfer student, and it gave me kind of the mindset of like I have to work for it. Like nothing's really going to be like handed to me. Like I have to pursue everything I want. I have to find out about things. I have to make friends. So while it's hard being a transfer student and I wish there was more resources, it also like gave me a background of like hard work ethic for real. Yeah,
that's really good. Where did you transfer from?
I transferred from Georgia State.
Georgia State.
You know, it's not like Georgia school, I'm not gonna lie. It's cool, but it's not no Georgia. It's not no UGA.
And then being a transfer student, did you think about creating any type of programs catered towards transfer students or?
Yeah, so it actually came to my head senior year once a lot of stuff was going on. So I didn't really have like the chance to really like, you know, pursue that. But I definitely feel like there should be some programs and you know, some organizations for transfer students specifically. I know Christian worked on that. I know we talked about that earlier. Yeah. So you know, it's something I really wanted to do. And, you know, if for some crazy reason I ever come back to work at UGA, I don't see it. But you know, if I ever do have that opportunity, I would love to implement that.
Implement more things for transfer students. That'll be really cool. So I know you've done so much here at the University of Georgia. What are the top 2 things that you are most proud of and why?
Most top 2 things. Okay. So 2, I'm gonna put joining Arch Society. For me, that was just like a big deal in terms of like I'm representing the university in an official occupation. Like that's big. Like UGA is huge. They have a lot of connections, and you know they have an image, and they trust me to represent that image to the best of my ability. So like having that honor and being able to like wear that blazer, like we say in Arch, we wear that blazer with pride. Yeah. Like that's what I did. Like every time I put that blazer on, like I was like, I'm representing the university. I'm representing 40,000 students. I'm going to be the best of the best because that's what the university deserves. So like having that opportunity and being able to be in those situations with a lot of faculty and administration and, you know, other students, giving tours and, you know, other like politicians, stuff like that opportunity, like it means a lot to me. And then also, number 1 thing is becoming a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated through the Zeta Pi chapter. And that's really big for me just because that was like the last big thing I wanted to do before I left here. And, you know, it's a lot of hard work and a lot of time and effort goes into it. But at the end of the day, you know, I was able to join a brotherhood that I really feel like is going to make me to a better man and a better leader. And now I have, you know, LBs and a brotherhood that's going to last for a lifetime. And that's something that, you know, it's not easy to do your senior year when we have graduation stuff and, you know, you're looking forward to, you know, your major class and you're looking for a full-time job and, you know, you're trying to spend all the time with your friends and make these moments count. But, you know, I was able to do that. So that, you know, that's one of my biggest accomplishments, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, period. Go Mike.
Thank you.
You've done so amazing. What have you learned from like your failures or your experiences here at UGA?
That's a good question. What have I learned? What I've kind of learned from my failures is you have to set goals. You can't move, you can't do anything without setting goals, and that's really important. So for me, I don't want to say my sophomore year was a failure, but it wasn't a step forward. I kind of felt I was at the same level I was at, So you have to set, like, to me, I had to set life goals. I had to set life goals of who I wanted to be, what I wanted to do, and once I set those goals, I knew how to operate the rest of my time, not just here, but like kind of like for my life type thing. So like, if my goal was to like, so personally for me, my goal is to be providing husband and loving father and husband. So be providing loving husband and father. So how do I do that? So I have to take small goals and make small steps to achieve that goal. Yeah. So if you're just going through college without saying like, oh, this is what I want to do, this is where I want to be, then you kind of just like middling through it. Yeah. So set up some goals, set up some tasks that you want to accomplish, and then set up smaller goals to achieve that.
That eats. Set goals for yourself, definitely.
Eat it up.
So as we're here on the BUGA Meets podcast, what inspired you to make BUGA Meets as well as BUGA Bulletin?
Okay, so BUGA Bulletin, that came more from our previous president, Sydney Parsons, and our previous vice president, Maisa. So they kind of wanted an easier way for people to kind of know what's happening in BUGA and what's kind of transpiring in terms of like events and other things of that nature. So, that made BUGA Bulletin, in which, I spearheaded it, and just, making sure everything was up to task. And there was like one place to look for events. So like Monday through Sunday, if you want to do something, there's something for you every single day. So just making sure the community can stay engaged and also stay, a family. And then BUGA Meets, that just came out of me wanting to do more, and me also meeting so many people my junior year that I never had met before. It's crazy how you can be here for a year and still not meet everybody in our community. Yeah, people say BUGA is small, but I guarantee you don't know everyone in BUGA for real. Definitely. So like when I did that, I was like, I wonder if anyone else kind of felt that same way. So that inspired BUGA Meets to introduce, student leaders and faculty to these students so they can learn from their experiences and they can learn from what they did. So, now you can be like, what, that sounds cool, or man, I want to avoid that. Like just, learning from each other, because that's where I feel like BUGA really is.
Yeah, that's really good. Definitely making those connections can be very impactful and helpful for all of the Black students here at the University of Georgia. So like you creating that was an amazing idea.
Thank you.
How do you feel passing down your position and BUGA Meets and BUGA Bulletin to me?
Yeah, I feel ecstatic. I'm so happy that, like you are taking over. I couldn't think of anyone else better. You can ask Maisa, you can ask Mealing, you can ask Madison. I was literally advocating for you. I was like, as soon as I heard you apply, I was like, yeah, you better give it to Ariana. We're going to have problems. But no, I really do feel like you're like one of the best people for this role and position. And I feel like you're going to do like 10 times better than me. So I can't wait to see like what you do.
Thank you so much, Mike. Oh, way to boost my head. No, I'm just kidding. I'm so excited to take on this position as well, and I hope I can make it just as good as you did, because you've done amazing with what you've done so far. So next question, what makes BUGA BUGA? Like, what has made BUGA for you?
So what makes BUGA BUGA is I say the connections, like I kind of said before, like, you meet so many people here that are doing like such great things that like inspires you as well to just, pursue great things. And also, like I said, you don't know everybody, but you know somebody that knows somebody. Yeah, like if I know like one person, he knows one person, and then I basically know everybody. Like it's not too hard to really, reach out and try to find these people that are in BUGA. So being that we're so well connected and that, we can have that family atmosphere, and I'm going to say we have our mini HBCU here. I really do believe that.
I agree.
So like being able to have that, that what makes BUGA BUGA for real.
Definitely. What is your best UGA memory so far?
Ooh, I ask this question all the time, and I'm so unprepared for it right now. This is so hard. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna just say, I'm gonna just give a couple. So I want to say, one, being revealed, so like, being known as an alpha, that was really cool. A lot of love and support pouring in, even though I was like, I was ghost for like, I don't know how long. Like, people didn't know where I was at. And it's so funny. People always be like, oh, where you been? Like, bro, like, if you're asking me that question, you already know. But like, that was that was a really good time, because like, even though like I was kind of like flaking on some of my obligations, like everyone still came in with love and support and understanding.
Definitely.
So that was really cool. Becoming a member of Arch, that's always one of my favorite moments, being initiated. Now I get to take on that role, that responsibility, that task that people, entrusted me to have. And then also, any homecoming is always a very fun time. My parents always come down.
Okay.
It's just always good vibes. Alumni is always cool. So any homecoming for sure.
Definitely. Last homecoming, ooh.
I
didn't have fun at my first homecoming,
real?
but this most recent past homecoming, it was definitely
See,
fun.
I was in my Arch uniform, and I had to work the game.
Oh.
I didn't really get to experience homecoming for real. It's cool, though.
It's cool. Yeah,
I'll come back
it's
next
fun.
year as alumni.
Definitely. You go, what are you bringing back to BAC? What are you contributing back to BAC with that big boy job?
Big boy job. You know what I'm talking about? I'll get y'all, a tent.
Okay. I think we already have two.
Oh, y'all got two? Oh, okay. Okay, hold on. I'll buy some food for y'all to grill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
We'll have a BAC grill off, you know what I'm talking about? Some burgers, hot dogs.
Okay.
Chicken.
You come back for the Alumni Dinner networking event.
Oh, yeah, for sure. I'll bring the whole Howard family.
Oh, yeah, because your parents are alumni.
Yeah, both my parents.
How is that?
It's amazing. I'm not going to lie. Like, I definitely get special privileges being the alumni kid. I'm not going to hurt you.
I believe it.
But it's really cool, like, knowing that, I came to the same place my parents did, and I made my own, mark on it, my own stamp. Because my mom, she actually was the vice president of BAC.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
So,
and
like,
then now you're in it.
now I'm in
Oh,
BAC.
that's so sweet.
So, like, being able to, like, do that is, like, a really cool, like, this is, like, my parents had such a great experience here, and now I get to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So, future Howards, I just want you to know, future kids of mine, if you ever watch this, you'll come to UGA. Ain't no choice.
No choice.
Ain't no
So
choice.
if they choose something else, are you going to make them pay for it? Like, you're not going to pay for
Oh,
it?
yeah. You got to get a scholarship either way, kid. I'm not going to lie. You got to get you a little scholarship.
That's valid. What is your favorite BUGA event?
Oh, my favorite BUGA event. So, I can't choose because they're both BAC events. But Uniball and Backyard Bass, bro. Come on now. Y'all know they eat every single time.
Exactly.
Bro. Every single time. Uniball, little prom. I'm talking about people partying, dancing. It's such a fun vibe. Everyone doing line dance. Like, bro, you can't top it. And then Backyard Bass, we literally just threw a rodeo.
Literally.
Mechanical bulldog. Mechanical bulldog.
You had to be there.
I ain't lasting 9 seconds, though. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, that's embarrassing.
It was embarrassing, but also I had lotion on my hands, so it don't count. I don't like being assy. It was hot. I'm sweaty. I was working for BUGA, so, it don't really count. But fun time, Backyard Bass, Uniball. If you didn't go this year, got to go next year.
Definitely. Be there or be square. I would definitely say. Oh, right. Let's see. Vibe check. Vibe check. While we figure it out, vibe check.
Hey.
Wow. We got Mike here.
Okay.
Mike.
My mic.
Okay, vibe check over, guys. Okay, I'm gonna do something different. Let's do a little quick 5 this or that questions.
Okay.
Ready?
I'm with it.
With it. 1, cats or dogs?
Dogs, easy.
Okay. Hands for feet or feet for hands?
Feet for hands. No, wait. Hands for feet. Hands for feet.
Okay.
Yeah,
text or call?
Text. You can't call me randomly. I'll get mad.
Get mad?
Because why are you calling me?
It could be important and easier.
Okay, you can text me and then call me.
Oh, okay.
Like, let me know you're calling.
Driver or passenger?
Driver. I don't trust y'all.
Y'all
as in everybody, not just.
Oh, I was going to say, like, what's Team Mike? Instagram or TikTok?
Instagram.
Instagram?
Instagram got both. Like, Instagram is TikTok and, like, Instagram.
No, I think, this is kind of shady to Maisha because she don't got TikTok. But people who be on Instagram Reels and be like, oh, like, it's just basically TikTok.
It is, though.
No.
It really is.
It's not.
I promise you.
First of all, y'all be getting half of the TikToks, like, months later. Trends been over. Like, I don't know.
Well, that's why you got both.
No. It's not the same.
I'll be here.
If you weren't going into the corporate world, what else would you do? Or, like, if you leave the corporate world at a specific age, what would you do after? Or, like, when you do?
Yeah, so my real passion is actually like helping kids out. I really enjoyed it. I was a camp counselor for 3 summers, so it's really something close and dear to my heart. So if I were to not take on the MIS route and go to corporate, I would be a history teacher. I really like history. I really like the stories behind it, and I really feel like I can make it fun. I know a lot of kids didn't like history growing up, but I loved it. So.
Remembering all those dates and years.
Bro, but like it's easy when you just think about like battles, people having beef and stuff. Like it's fun. Like think about the American Revolution. Like they taxed you, so you threw their tea in the water. Like bro, that's funny. Like
right, and then like everything just fell apart.
Well, we won. Well, I kind of.
Do you have any advice for BUGA and the ones to come behind you?
Yeah. So my biggest advice. I touched on this a little bit earlier, but set not just career goals or like UGA goals, but set life goals. Set goals that like when your time comes and like to the end of your life, like you're happy that you did this one thing, right? So like I said before, like my main life goal is become a loving, providing husband and father. So if that's my main life goal, what can I do to eventually achieve that goal? Yes, I'm in college. Yes, I'm not trying to get married right now. Yes, I'm not trying to have kids. But I can't just magically do that one day. I have to work my way up to that.
Definitely.
So, that comes with, becoming a leader, becoming a better man, becoming more mature, being the husband, being the partner that you want yourself to be. No one's just going to pick you up randomly off the street. So just becoming that person that, like, you want to be and, like, just making the small strides to get there.
That's really good. That's very important and impactful. Great words of advice. Is there anything that you're gonna miss? Like, what are you least looking forward to as a graduate?
What I'm least looking forward to is I feel like I'm gonna be far away from everybody. I'm proud of what everyone has done, and the friends that are still gonna be in college, friends that have graduated. But at the end of the day, we're all going our separate ways after being together, 3-4 years now. So it's sad to know, like, I won't be able to see, like, Ari every Monday, or, like, I won't be able to see Sierra, like, every Friday. I won't be able to do things that, like, I used to do for the last 3 or 4 years. Like, instead of being 5 minutes away, now we're an hour away, or we're a state away. Mm-hmm. So, it's kind of, like, sad in that part. But also, now maybe we can better plan vacation or something like that. Maybe we have more money to do, things we're able to do in college. So just, just kind of like handle that aspect.
That's really good and fun. I'm going to miss you, Mike.
I miss you too.
But okay, so let's wrap this up. It's time to go, guys. Any last words for your last episode?
Yeah, I love being the host of BUGA Meets. It was a great experience. To everybody that I interviewed, thank you so much for, taking your time to allow me to ask you questions, to post your video on Instagram and everything like that, and on YouTube. So, BUGA, stay good, stay easy, do well in your classes. Hopefully you'll graduate, too. And, this will, be here for a long time. Thank you to Ariana. Thank you for taking over. Thank you for interviewing me.
Anytime.
I love y'all. I love UGA.
Oh, okay. Well, we're going to do the outro together, and we'll just do a countdown.
Okay.
So you ready?
Countdown. Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
BUGA
out.
It's crazy. And it's come to the end of the road. Still I can't let go. I'm not gonna cry. It's unnatural. You belong to me. I belong to you.
Oh. Okay, vocals.
No, I'm talking about.
No.